the Secretary General strongly condemns the launch of a ballistic missile of intercontinental range conducted by the DPRK. This action is yet another brazen violation of the relevant Security Council resolutions and constitutes a dangerous escalation of the situation.
More condemnation and calls for global action. But the US says North Korea has crossed a new red line.
North Korea's launch of an ICBM is a clear and sharp military escalation. The North Korean regime openly states that its missiles are intended to deliver nuclear weapons to strike cities in the United States, South Korea, and Japan. And now it has greater capacity to do so.
Since 1994, sanctions have been the only route to stop North Korea. But at best, it's delayed it.
The North Koreans have said it explicitly, implicitly, and every other way, they are never going to give up their nukes, because if they do, they are dead. They are Gaddafi, they are Ceausescu, they are whatever regime has been deposed that the West didn't like. That's how they see their fate if they give up their nukes.
The North has moved from provocation to perfecting, improving weapons they've been working on for the last few decades. So now that Kim Jong-un has launched his July 4th gift, a missile that could put Alaska in its range, President Donald Trump and the world is grappling with what to do next. On Wednesday, the US and South Korea test-fired their own missiles, aiming to show the North they mean business. But what they really need is China, North Korea's biggest ally. Trump has been urging Beijing to press Pyongyang to give up its nuclear weapons. Tweeting on Wednesday, the US president said trade between China and North Korea grew almost 40% in the first quarter. So much for China working with us. We'll have to give it a try. One way of trying might be to squeeze Beijing's finances.
We have now passed a new sanctions bill, sanctions regulation Treasury has, that would really go after Chinese banks and businesses affiliated with North Korea in some way. If that is really implemented, it will start to hurt the Chinese. So the Chinese will have to make some tough calculations.
And now that China and Russia are joining diplomatic forces, Trump too will have to make some tough decisions. The US president is running out of options. Since he took office, North Korea has been increasing its missile tests, the ultimate deterrent to the US taking military action. And when Trump meets with Presidents Putin and Xi Jinping at the G20, he may have to change his tactic. Sally Ayhan, TRT World.